Hi, I'm Sika Rodriguez with Ingredient Sales Insights, and I wanted to give you access to this short clip that was part of an interview we did at Ingredient Sales University with David Winter, who is a team member at Spins, which provides end consumer market data and analytics based on actual finished product movement at the store. After the short clip, I want to make you an offer that I hope you'll take advantage of. So stay tuned and enjoy this clip with David Winter from SpinScan. Well, I want to dig into some of the details around those major categories, but maybe on the ingredient side. And I know that it's you guys see finished product market data, and so those finished product categories or finished product forms, they obviously have a broad array of ingredients. When you look at it from the ingredient perspective, where do you see some of the opportunity across the channel to really either bring innovation or support existing growth, where ingredient suppliers might not have the same visibility?
Yeah, so just like anything else, but to a greater extent actually in supplements, when we look at the universe, there's differing opinions on how items should be categorized.
Sure.
Yes, we might get some disagreement on what, I don't know, a refrigerated RTDT is, but there's a pretty universal definition there. When we look at our hierarchy, the way that we classify items, it's a category, subcategory, meal replacements breaking down into liquid and powder.
Sure.
That's fairly non-controversial. But what you miss when you get into that more granular level is the cross-department trends that are happening. And we know for a fact that, if I believe in an ingredient, it doesn't necessarily matter how this thing is packaged, how it's marketed. I'm going after it for the efficacy of that ingredient to help me. And so one of the things that we see a lot of is people really, really focused on what they would consider to be their competitive set and missing some of the things that consumers are shopping because to them, they all make sense kind of tangentially. So one of the things that we really encourage is to, when we look at our data, we've got an attribute called primary functional ingredient. That primary functional ingredient can be activated across any set of items, right? So we can look at things that have, fish oil across any sort of product type. And looking at it in that macro perspective can be really, really informative. It's a very similar thing, to what we discuss in food innovation. Your consumer isn't just looking at your 2 feet of the shelf. They're in a full shopping pattern engagement, and in order to understand what they're looking for, you've got to understand the full basket.
That's really fantastic. So it really speaks to the opportunity that an ingredient company has to think about their ingredient as part of an overall program, because consumers shop for their life. They don't shop necessarily for conditions. Obviously, I think condition specific, which I want to talk about next, is a key area, but I think it's short-term thinking. When you look at overall long-term health, you have wellness, which is impacted by a lot of different factors. So a consumer might not be looking at a acute way to solve a particular problem or achieve a certain health goal. They might be looking at a more comprehensive view. And so having your ingredient participate across product concepts is a major opportunity. I think most ingredient companies, they limit themselves, like you talked about. So there's great opportunity there. So, wow, fantastic insight from David on the engagement of the pharmacist, who is the #2 most trusted medical professional in the United States. There's a lot more to this interview. It's a full-length interview, about 50 minutes, and it's only available through Ingredient Sales University and to our members. However, we have an exclusive workshop with Supply Side West where we talk about some of the essentials that you will need as a seller of high value ingredients to make sure your ingredients launch with the right brands. You know, at the end of the day, you want your ingredients to be delivered to the end consumer so that they can experience a fantastic transformation. Without getting your ingredient to the right brands, you're going to be facing mediocre sales, and most consumers won't be able to hear about your product, at least not the consumers that are talking to the right brands for your ingredient solution. So this interview and this trade show workshop is vital. I hope you'll join me. And as soon as you join, I want to send you this full-length interview for you to enjoy. And I will hopefully see you at Supply Side West 2017 in Vegas. Thanks.